Hi, I'm Risa, a student here at California State University, Chico. I'm standing in front of Kendall Hall, the heart of Chico State, to welcome you to our campus and to thank you for choosing to live in our residence halls. What you're going to see, learn, and experience here in Chico will be amazing. When you arrive, you'll be stepping into many new worlds. Worlds that are exciting, beautiful, full of possibilities, but also challenges and new responsibilities. With us, you'll be taking your first steps into adulthood. Parents, I'm also here to talk to you, who are sending your sons and daughters to us for their college education. With a little help, a little courage, and a little maturity on the part of your students, this can be a wonderful time of transition to something great. Today, we'll give you a little general information about the City of Chico, the university, the residence hall system, the services that are provided to residents, and finally, what kind of conduct we expect of our residents. The main theme that covers what residents experience in their first few weeks with us is transition. Most of you will be living away from home for the first time, learning to live with roommates, adapting to a different level of privacy while living in the residence halls, and shouldering responsibility without the close help of parents and family.
I chose to live in university housing because I love feeling secure and knowing that they'll always have support from surrounding resident advisors as well as pro staff.
What I like about living on campus is convenience. It is so easy to be able to roll out of bed, oh my gosh, I have to go to class, and be there and not even be late when you were worried about making it on time. And you could even grab a bagel or something on your way to class. I decided to live in university housing because I wanted that college experience. I wanted to live down the hall from 35 people and get to know everybody and get that feeling, that college feeling.
I decided to live in university housing because it'll make my life easier. I don't have to worry about paying bills every month. I don't have to worry about my roommates. I just have to worry about my personal life, my academic school.
It's a very diverse community, not only with its academics, but with what the campus has to offer.
Chico State is what you want it to be. It's just all like so many people that just like come together that it's hard not to make friends.
Your time in the Chico State residence halls will be everything your life can be. Fun, confusing, interesting, and filled with potential. Not only will you be taking on your academic career here, but you'll be presented with a wide range of social, cultural, recreational, and volunteer opportunities as well. The range of experiences available to you might be daunting at first, but you won't be doing it alone.
When resident advisors come, they come before students arrive, and they're set into an extensive and intensive training program where we include things such as CPR training, how to deal with conflict management when it comes to the students who are living together within the residence halls. They are also trained in talking to parents and students and helping them provide the best resources on campus, and then just helping the students connect with Chico State, the community, and the town as a whole. Resident advisors provide a gateway to the university and the town. It's a way for the RAs to take what they know and then provide opportunities, maybe even outside a student's comfort zone, to be able to connect to something new and different, and maybe even connect to someone else who may be their neighbor that they're not maybe originally going to be connecting with. Every student who's moving away from their home for the first time or moving to a new place is going through some emotions, which could include homesickness or just a new environment where now they're set into living with other people, whether it may be a community bathroom or just one or two other people within their same room, and so now they're having to share space and how they deal with becoming comfortable with that. And so RAs provide a way to be someone to help them. Professional staff and RAs are here to be someone that they can immediately go to, and it's a position that these student leaders want to have. We all have a background that has led us to wanting to help students make the most out of their college experience.
One of the biggest benefits of living with us at Chico State is the city of Chico itself. Set in the temperate climate of Northern California, it's just a few hours from the sand and surf of the Pacific Ocean to the west and everything the beautiful Sierra Nevada has to offer in the east.
Chico itself, the community is very friendly. Everyone says hi to you. Everyone wants to, have a handshake or make eye contact. So the community here is very family-oriented and family-like.
The town of Chico is a very beautiful, relaxing, laid-back town. Everybody, I feel, is very friendly, and I've never had a problem having to ask for directions or not being able to find a place, because Chico offers a lot of places. You will find your niche in the little town of Chico.
Bidwell Park is really great. It's beautiful. You don't really run out of things to do around here. There's a lot to do downtown. You could go for a bike ride in Bidwell. Bidwell is very peaceful. It has great trails if you want to go there, and you don't really have to go too far into the park, even though it's a giant park, to have fun. They have like 1 mile recreation, and there's like a pool there and everything. But then if you want to get more adventurous, you could go up in Upper Bidwell, and there's crazy mountain biking trails and hiking trails and stuff like that. So it's really great. It's really beautiful up there.
For a city its size, Chico has a low instance of crime. But as with anywhere, students need to take the normal precautions when going out at night with friends or exploring a new city. One of the ways Chico State helps keep students safe on campus is a program from University Police Community Service Officers. These officers are available upon request from the University Police and can escort students to and from their halls, as well as the secured doors of every residence hall. While Chico is a small city, we are not immune from criminal activity. That's why we've created a special video for arriving students to help them with a few safety tips. It's available at our website, www.csuchico.edu/housing. That was a bit about our school and city you'll be seeing when you arrive here. We're aware parents might be a little nervous about sending their children to live with us. There's a mixture of pride and worry as you watch your child take their first steps from home.
Having my kids go off to college was kind of a scary thought because they are my only children. It was exciting. They were excited, so I was excited. But it certainly was sad for me. Well, I was excited for my girls as they have been very successful, and I knew they were going to be successful in college. But as a parent, them leaving my home was hard on me. I was sad, and it created a little anxiety. We wanted our children to learn independence, so having them go off to the resident halls versus an apartment seemed like a little more secure living arrangement. Thinking about safety for my kids living in an apartment was a little scary. Them not ever living out on their own before. Having them live in a resident hall, I knew that the building was secure. I knew they had 3 meals a day, and they had people looking out for them.
For parents, we've prepared a guide to help the adjustment of your child leaving home and coming here. It's a helpful tool that includes important and useful information about the issues awaiting your child when he or she goes away to the university. It's also at our website, www.csuchico.edu/housing. So what safeguards are in place for students at Chico State? What do we provide beyond a safe room and nutritious food? Simply, it's our code of conduct. It's outlined in the Residence Hall student handbook called Living In. There are a lot of freedoms at Chico State, but there are equally important responsibilities and expectations as well.
Safety is a very big priority for our staff. At each residence hall there's a check-in. There's a desk that can do check-ins to make sure that guests who aren't allowed or are not permitted into our halls will be screened and make sure that they cannot enter without a host. That way we don't have people that are unaccounted for. Our big priority is just to make sure that all residents are safe within the halls. We have a dry campus at Chico State, and this means that there's no drugs or alcohol allowed anywhere on campus. So there's no alcohol allowed in the residence halls, and there's no drugs of any kind allowed in the residence halls. The Living In handbook specifically discusses the alcohol and drug policy, which we inform students of when they first arrive. It helps make a smoother transition from living at home with parents to living in the residence halls. Despite not living with parents anymore, there still are rules that they're expected to follow. Just as in everyday life, there's a society rule that we are expected to follow.
Chico State has a zero-tolerance policy on drug use and a strict policy on alcohol. A misstep here can get you expelled, so pay attention. Typically, violations of the residence hall drug and alcohol policies will lead to university disciplinary probation, which is posted on the student's transcript. The length of that posting depends on the discipline that's deemed necessary. In these situations, the university's parent notification protocol requires us to send a letter to the student's home address. Our standard practice is that students who violate the university drug policy are removed from university housing after the first offense and are placed on university disciplinary probation. In matters involving violation of the university alcohol policy, students are commonly placed on university disciplinary probation, referred to an alcohol education seminar, and assigned to community service hours. They are also charged a fee for these steps. On the second alcohol offense, the student may be asked to leave the residence halls for good. We hope it doesn't come to that, and our staff is trained to aid students and direct them to the kind of services that can provide help with substance abuse. The university experience is a time of significant change for students. They discover new freedoms and have little family supervision. It's a time to test boundaries. The residence hall experience provides the essential and foundational experiences needed to successfully navigate the total college experience in all its aspects, both inside and outside of the classroom. While we acknowledge mistakes can happen, we hold students directly accountable for their decisions and actions. It is a critically important obligation we all have in better assuring that students will succeed and thrive at Chico State. Our entire drug and alcohol policy, as well as other university policies, are provided in our residence handbook and will be made available to all residents the day you move in. Additionally, the online version of Living In is immediately available on the University Housing and Food Service website. We recommend you visit www.csuchico.edu/housing to read it over. Beyond the opportunities for learning and expanding your world by living in the halls, there are the chances to get involved with the wider campus community. In addition to student governing councils and clubs centered on residence hall living, there's the Associated Students, Chico State Student Government, as well as intramural sports, volunteer organizations, and many other outlets for extracurricular activities. This is one of the overriding lessons we learn at college. From this point on, your education, your life, your world is about getting out what you put in. So there you have it. At Chico State, we work hard to provide the best environment for students to expand their education, learn more about the world, and make the kind of social and professional connections for which a college education is valued. We hope this program has given you an idea of what to expect and what's expected of you. For more information, please visit the University Housing and Food Service website at csuchico.edu/housing. We've also provided videos on personal safety, fire safety, online safety, as well as videos on each hall in our residence hall system, including the Sutter Dining Hall and the dining program. They're all available on our website, www.csuchico.edu/housing. Thank you for coming to Chico State, and we look forward to meeting you soon.